Hi, guys, and welcome back to my channel, Let Her Create, where I'm sharing with you my digital creative journey and where I sell my products, where you can sell your products, and how you can generate a little bit of extra money because I'm pretty sure everyone could use a little extra at the current time in light of everything that is going on. So today's video is addressing some questions that I've seen under several or a few of the videos, especially when it comes to the Canva Contributor Hub. And I just wanted to address those for other people who may have the same question and don't want to watch the other videos, although I really wish, you kind of would, because I believe it's some great content in there for you. But anyway, I just wanted to address those questions that I received and talk about some things I have learned and discovered and some new ventures that I'm looking into. So, first question that I remember is what would have been my earnings for the month of, I believe, June. And I have to say, I honestly earned nothing. I earned for June a big fat donut. And full disclosure, I kind of expected things to slow down or take a downturn because I'm really not sure what other people are doing with their money and things like that. But I can see how maybe not purchasing pro elements is a necessity or something like that. And again, I don't want to put that bug in people's ear, but I'm assuming people are finding other routes to get digital products, or maybe the elements that I have uploaded just aren't needed for their use at the moment. I believe that when you're creating things digitally, it's an ebb and flow because what you've made might not necessarily be required for that person's project, and it may not be what they want. So I'm really not hurt about this because my earnings have been, very meager, but anything helps. So I'm totally okay with this, especially since I don't have much of a choice. But I am quite unsure of what Canva Contributor Hub is doing right now as far as accepting new artists or accepting new contributions. So I suggest anyone who is looking to get into the program either look at their template only, because I do believe they opened that up, and I haven't applied to that program. I just joined the Contributor Hub because when I wanted to apply as a template creator, that was closed to me. And I believe they were running it in a beta version and it wasn't in the United States. So I just kind of have moved on and haven't looked back. From there, I might, if I find some time in the near future, but right now I just need to handle everything that I'm working on right now, and I don't want to overload myself any more than what I already am with what's going on in real life. So yesterday I uploaded some artwork and I was doing it really quickly. I didn't want to make a big stink about it, and I uploaded a collection. And in the collection, I was very not surprised at the fact that they rejected everything. I only uploaded 10 items into the collection, and every single one of them was rejected. The thing that surprised me the most was the fact that they rejected them so quickly. Like when I first started, it was taking them maybe 2 to 3 weeks or maybe a week to 10 days or something like that before the work was even reviewed. And yesterday, I think I uploaded it maybe 8 a.m. and by 10 a.m., I went back to check for some reason and everything was rejected. I don't let this deter me from uploading work because I do have other places where I upload my artwork. And that brings me to my next question that I received. One of the viewers asked me if I knew where other places that I could post or that they could post their digital materials. So I did a little Google search. I asked the question to Google because, hey, I'm always down to learn and I do love to share what I've learned. So I did find some really great articles. I found several new websites that I knew nothing about that have been around, I guess, for a while. So I wanted to talk about some of those and share what I do know about the platforms that are available. And then also, I'm going to drop the link in the description box below to the article so you guys can go ahead and get a chance to look at the information, look at the websites and see if it's something that benefits you. I haven't looked into all of them. I know a few of them, and that's just, the way it is. I do have a few opportunities that I can also drop in the description box to give you possibly some free listings, especially with Etsy, to start your digital store if that is something you're in the market to do. So let's get to it. The first place outside of Canva that you can upload your artwork to is Redbubble. Now, what I enjoy about Redbubble, and I used Redbubble quite a bit when I started this journey, I uploaded some of my line work into stickers. I only wanted the stickers. That was all I cared about. And maybe some of the phone cases, the wall art. I did put my designs across everything because they do have a great system in there and it shows you in real time what your designs will look like on goods other than just just the way that it is, just flat or whatever. So that was really cool. You can turn your artwork into stickers that they print out. You can make them waterproof. You can have them with a clear backing, a white outline, and things of that nature. You could put your artwork on phone cases. They even have home and office decor, which I really think is great. And it's someplace that you can go and upload. If there is no monthly fees associated with it, but you do get to control your markup costs, but you don't get to control, like when they put items on sale and things like that, you're kind of at their mercy, I do believe. And there is also a threshold for your earnings before you can get a payout. I believe I have some money sitting in that account, but I can't access it until I hit the threshold. So it is kind of I kind of let it organically do its thing. I don't constantly upload to it because I found that I was getting a little downtrodden about the process, but that leads back to effectively marketing your material and using social media and Instagram and all the platforms and doing all the things. And I'm going to be completely honest, I'm not really good at it. So I'm just going to stay in my present lane. But for someone just starting out, this is a great place for you to start. Especially if you're not making something that is just a digital download. So it's not for you if you're doing like an ebook or if you're doing printables necessarily, because they don't have that option. Your artwork is going on apparel, materials. It's going, to be wall art, posters, and things like that. So another good thing about that is you don't control, or you're not having to worry about having an inventory. So it's basically like a print on demand service. And there is also Printful and a few others. I really am not into the print on demand type of deal. I have tried it, gotten a couple of things done, and just kind of really was on the fence about what I wanted to do. So that's just another feather in my cap somewhere. But number one is Redbubble. And I see they've added stuff for pets, which is great because if you make really cool stuff, people like to baby their pets. Their pets are their babies, even if they have actual babies. So the second site that I wanted to talk about and that I'm recently like kind of diving into myself is Gumroad. So Gumroad is pretty straightforward. There is no monthly cost associated with it, but if you go here on their pricing page, you kind of see what the breakdown is. So when you're first starting out, you're paying a percentage of your earnings. So naturally, the more you generate traffic, market to your goods and items, you will get paid more. What's great about this website is the fact that you can sell digital downloads. I believe I read somewhere it said that you could sell physical products. So I'm not really sure about that. I have just, started looking into this. I have been a user of Gumroad, but not in the way to sell my own digital products. I know a few of the content creators on here that I followed when I was researching my journey into getting into digital products and things like that. I watched them and they were showing that their links and things like that went to Gumroad, and you could pay $1 or you could donate, or you could, they were giving you the items for free. But the one thing I have to say is that I noticed that these people were marketing everywhere. Their artwork or their download was not just in that one place that I saw it. So that is something to be cognizant of, especially when you're starting out with this. You want to have a good marketing strategy, whether it be you're starting out on Instagram, if you're using TikTok, like I said, your marketing is going to be key because you are the driving force behind your sales here. But again, if you're just starting out, take time to look around and see what you like. You got to do your research for this stuff. I'm just sharing with you what I've learned and things like that. So they have a university for you to use. They tell you how to start, what to do, and how other artists are making money and things like that. So definitely look into it. I think it's great. And then I do like just the overall aesthetics of the website. Yesterday, I uploaded one item to my store, and I wanted to just see what the process looked like before I make any determinations on if I'm going to change what I currently have in place. So Gumroad is number 2 on the list. Then we have Creative Fabrica. Now, this is a cool website. I come here to purchase. I don't have a seller's account with them. I only purchase my fonts from here because I don't like to potentially have things come back and bite me in the behind. And I just want to make sure I have the commercial rights to use my fonts. I addressed that in another video about making sure I'm doing the right thing and supporting and paying for my parts and rewarding these designers, creators, and developers appropriately. So I use this site to get my fonts from, but they do also have a sellers program. So with them, you have to have an online portfolio. You don't have to have necessarily a following, but they are doing very strict quality control checks to make sure your artwork is in alignment with what they already have established. So if you have a strong portfolio, if you can answer all the questions and check all the boxes for that program, they will, approve you for a store, and then you can go from there. I don't have any inside details, like I said, about their store setups because I only purchase from here. But Creative Fabrica is a marketplace that you can use, which leads me to my next creative place, Creative Market. Now with this one, the shop setup is the same. I'm just going to click this so you can see it. And they kind of have some relationship with this Dribble Pro. If you have an account with them and it is a paid account, then you get to just sidestep the portfolio critique, and you're automatically in. I guess because maybe they have some kind of relationship with each other and they already know that the designers on Dribbble are of the caliber that they're looking for. But if you don't have that, you are going to have to submit your portfolio for their determination before they allow you the privilege to sell on their platform. So if you're just starting out and you don't have a lot of materials or something like that, I really wouldn't worry. But if you have that portfolio set up, you can use either Creative Market or Creative Fabrica to start potentially selling your goods. Both of those websites work off of subscription based, or you can buy items on the one-off. Now, I typically buy my items one-off if I'm using these websites. I catch stuff when it's $1, things like that, $3 if I have a little bit of extra money for my fonts that I like to use. So it's completely up to you. I'm not sure, because I don't have one of these stores, how you control the pricing and things like that. So it's definitely something to look into. If anyone has a Creative Market or Fabrica store or something like that, it'd be really cool to drop, your comment in the comment section below and just kind of, share what your experiences have been. I really think that's kind of cool. So, there's that. And last but not least on my list is Shopify. So Shopify is, I think everybody knows about Shopify. If you don't, it is an online platform where you can sell, and they opened it up to sell all kinds of products. So you can have your digital stores from here, and you can sell your stickers, you can sell your digital downloads and things like that. But there is an associated cost with this website, and it is depending on what features you need and things like that. So it's up to you where you want to go and what you want to do as far as that goes. Now, the article that I found was at ColorLib. And again, I'm going to drop the link to this article in the description box below so you can go and read it for yourself. But they do have several other platforms. Like I said, I've never heard of Sellfy, and I wonder if it's Shopify's little cousin or brother or something like that. But there's that. And again, there's Shopify, Monfluence. Never heard of that. And there's Gumroad, Easy Digital Download, and stuff like that. There's also a couple of other e-commerce sites, but you want to double check and make sure they have the option to have downloadable products for you to sell. So I just wanted to address that. Oh, but before I forget, there is one more place that you can sell your digital products, and it is, of course, Etsy. Now, with Etsy, if you're just starting out, there are fees associated with it. It is a 20-cent listing fee or a 40-cent listing fee, and then another 20-cent for renewal or every time someone purchases, because it auto renews. If you don't have the money, the level of investment at the moment, Etsy will give you 40 free listings, and I will drop the link for 40 free listings in the description box below for those of you who want to start out with your listings. Now, I'm not going to go into detail about setting up an Etsy shop because there are tons of creators who've already done videos like that. In fact, like I said, when I first started out, I was consuming a lot of this material and I followed them. I followed how to set up a digital store and things like that. One of the tips that I will give you, though, if you take this route, is to make sure you have all of your photos done when you set this up. They give you 10 opportunities per listing to have your goods up for viewing. So you want to make sure you're using every slot possible. And when you go through the 40 listings setup, it kind of takes you through a chain, and it will guide you on listing your product, pricing your product, and having the photos. And then it's just kind of one after the other, after the other, after the other. So take some time to get your items together, your marketing materials. If you're making digital goods, make your mock-ups. If you have physical products, take your photos and set that up prior to just, oh, I'm going to start an Etsy shop because I have an opportunity to get these free listings. It was honestly a mistake that I made, but I worked my way around it. After your 40 free listings, then you do have to pay for them, but hopefully by then you will have generated some traffic. Now, Etsy will give you, they will give you some traffic. They will give you traffic. They will get people to your shop. But again, you do have to market, and you can use Pinterest. You can use all of the things to get people to come back to your Etsy store. And in fact, I strongly encourage it. You don't necessarily have to pay for marketing with them, but they do also have a paid program. It's just really up to you and what you can sustain in your journey as far as selling your digital products. I myself like the platform. I have generated some sales since I started, but keep in mind with any of this stuff that you're doing at the moment, it is not going to be very quick unless you're selling something very niche and necessarily solving a problem. My items kind of solve the problem of wanting something different for digital planning, or just wanting some other stickers or something like that. I first was starting out with just digital products, and then I did get requests and questions through Etsy if the items were printable, and they weren't. So I am opening up to creating more printable stickers, but you want to think about your color modes and things like that if you're going to take that route. And you also want to make sure you are having good quality products. And that's about it. If there's anything else that I can think of, I'll make another video or drop it in the description box below. But until next time, I hope you guys are having much success in your digital journeys, selling your products, getting it off of paper and out of your iPad, Android, or whatever it is you design on, and into the hands of people that are actually looking for your stuff, because your artwork is great work. Thanks for watching this video. I hope I've been able to help you in some kind of way, and I hope to see you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.